Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the serious strategy gamer and we're returning to Rule the Waves 2, where we are playing as the US in war against Japan. Just last time we've won an extremely good battle in the Southeast Asian theater, where we sunk... We should see it here. No, that's our ship sunk. Where we sunk two battleships, or one battle cruiser and one battleship of the Japanese. We did suffer some damage, especially to our California class battleships, especially the Connecticut over here. It is out for a couple of turns. Other than that though, I think we are very fine. We are building a couple of destroyers, and you know what? I think we would want to add a couple of destroyers to that. So let's add, let's say 5 to that. I think that should bring us up to 16 total being built. Yeah, we're losing some money, but that will resolve itself, I think, next month, basically. So that's fine. We also have a couple of battleships on the west coast, and I think I would like to bring these to the Arizona classes over towards the Southeast Asian theater. They were not here due to the fact that they needed some modernization, especially against aircraft. So that I think is very fine. Southeast Asia, there we go. Southeast Asia. Do we want to take any light cruisers with us? Well, potentially these guys over here. Yeah, let's take them with us as well, just to make sure that we do have sufficient forces there. And I think, you know what, let's take the Delaware classes from the east coast to the west coast, so that we have some battleships defending our home islands. Other than that though, the Saratoga class, sorry for mispronouncing that earlier, the Saratoga class, that is currently in Southeast Asia. It's suffered some damage, or it has some troubles, but I think I want to keep it there for the second. So yeah, let's take next turn over here, see what's gonna happen. 5 destroyers are commissioned, that's very nice. Improved arrestor wise, lowering the risk of landing accidents, that's also very nice. Ooh, Wyoming has been damaged. I think that's one of our older ships, which is of course not that great to see. But yeah, other than that, that's fine. Some guys in the North and Central Pacific. Lots of guys being re-equipped with our more modern aircraft. That's alright. Yeah, and that's okay. Right, so we are earning some money again. That's okay. We should have all of these Flosser classes coming in. Yeah, 5 guys are working up on the East Coast. Very much appreciated. All of these guys will be finishing next month as well, so that's okay. And the Wyoming is out for 4 months. Now the Wyoming class is not a very modern ship, I have to say. So if we open this design, it does have a little torpedo defense. It does have 14-inch guns. It only improved directors, some secondary guns, way too little AA. I think it might be time to scrap these. And you know what, if it's suffering so much damage and it has increased maintenance, then you know what, I think we can scrap this ship. Yeah, let's do that. Does give us some money as well, so that's okay. Good. Other than that, let's see what the Japanese are doing. They still have a battlecruiser over here in Northeast Asia. Ooh, they have a battleship in the North Pacific. That's interesting to see. Central Pacific, they don't really have anything. We are taking this route. I don't particularly like that. Some battleships of ours are coming around here, and they do just have raiders and stuff down there. What have we got on the East Coast then at the moment? Just 5 light cruisers, but we will be bringing some battleships over here. And down here they do have 1 battleship only, but 2 light carriers, so that's okay. Right, yeah, and these guys will be coming up towards the East Coast, and these guys will be coming up towards Southeast Asia, so that's good to see. Couple of guys suffering some minor engine trouble. Yeah, some more damage on the Stuart here. But yeah, other than that, everyone seems to be fine. So let's take the next turn. 4 more destroyers, that's very nice to see. And we've got a new flying boat as a proposal, the Martin Mars. So, it is slightly faster. It has lower range. Although it carries a much bigger bomb. Just 300-pound bombs versus 1,000-pound bombs. Its reliability is poor. It's also tougher, more maneuverable, has less firepower. Range heavy. You know what? The range is so similar, and this armament is so much better that we do want to buy that for 600. pound, so that's very nice to see. We're also getting a new medium bomber, that's okay too. North American West Coast is suffering some damage. And yeah, I think we are missing light cruisers that we can use to protect our trade. Oh, just look at that. Japan has reinforced its position down here considerably with 3 battleships now, but we do have 4, so I think we'll be able to take them out. And 2 light cruisers on the west coast. Do we have anyone on the west coast who is doing trade protection? You know what, let's take 2 of these light cruisers and we are gonna assign you towards trade protection. Here we go. Yeah, that's fine. And then in Southeast Asia we are seeing a lot of ships that are suffering some form of damage now. But it's only minor. And we are making a lot of money. Next month there will be another... So yeah, I think we have suffered quite a bit of damage in our light cruisers. We only have... Where's our most modern light cruiser? I think our most modern light cruiser is actually the Cleveland class. And that did turn out fairly well for us, honestly. But we've lost a couple of these guys as well over the years. Just how many of these guys have we lost then? 3, including the Cleveland itself. No, sorry. We didn't. Yeah, but we've lost 2 of them against Germany, 1 against Japan now. I think it's time to think about a new light cruiser. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's open this design. I think it's a good basis for anything. We might want to simply increase the amount of torpedoes. I think that'd be a good idea. We might want to add 1 seaplane. That might be nice. All of this seems to be fine to me. Yeah, it's okay to stop. AA is still okay. I would like to do some better guns, I think. Yes, please. Caliber 3, don't we have better quality on that? Yeah, we do. Let's make these guys dual purpose. I think we can increase the number and potentially put them in turrets of 2. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing down here, that's okay. This is all good. Let's increase the number of secondaries here considerably. Especially when they are dual purpose, I think that might be a very good good AA platform. Okay, so this of course we'll have to reduce accordingly. Oh, sorry, this way. Yeah, now it's legal. So it has better scouting capabilities, does have more torpedoes, better guns, more secondary guns, 12 on each side, in 6 turrets. Yeah, this is actually pretty okay. Can I increase this further? No, we can't. Would this be legal? It would. Interesting. Would this be legal? No, quadruple mounts are not allowed, but triple mounts are. So 4 triple mounts on each side? Yeah, that would be legal. And that would allow us to use some more space for AA guns. Happy with this. Very much happy with this. K-guns, minesweeping gear. It's 100 tons, really? We could actually make them a little bit smaller. Could also give them a little... No, we can't give them more speed. Little bit more armor. Secondaries, maybe? Nope. Secondaries with something very small? Maybe that could be useful. But on the other hand, what we might instead want to do is do quadruple mounts. Not allowed. Okay. Yeah, but this works. This doesn't. Okay, so 6 guns facing forwards. Advanced directors, 2 positions. We don't need cross-strike fire. We do... Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, I do need turrets of 2. Otherwise, I'm not allowed to use dual purpose. Huh. Curious that it didn't warn me down here. Okay, but that's fine still. I would just have to save some weight. And I think we might dial this down a little bit in terms of mines. Because mines truly aren't that important to me. Okay, let's call it 60. Okay, let's call it 50. 50. 50 is okay. That does give us some weight remaining, and I'm pretty happy with this result. Oh, I have to dial this down again. Okay. Yeah, this does work. And you still have 24 guns for AA purposes. Is that legal? Yes. Do you suggest a name? The Raleigh? Yes, I'm happy with the Raleigh. We want to override that. And there we go. We don't have the Raleigh class in service, do we? No. That'd always be a little bit awkward to do. Right, okay. In terms of the map, then, we can go ahead and take the next turn. Something... Negotiated peace without border change. No. We have way more victory points than they do. And here we go, we win. We only have 4 allowed base value though, so we can't really take that much. Could take Kyoto Bay. Where's that? Do we know that? Can we see that down here? Ah. I think this is in northern Asia, so I would like to take it very much actually. And then can we take the Northern Marianas and the Marshall Islands? That seems like a decent win. Okay. Budget is considerably reduced, but that's alright. And Japan has stolen technology. Has stolen technology. You know what? We are going to protest against that because we just won a war against them. Right, so let's see what territories we gained. Yes, indeed, that is Tsingtao Bay is down here. So we've gained a nice base close to their home waters actually. We've also gained the Northern Marianas and something else. Yeah, the Marshall Islands. Okay, so another base. I think it's in the South Pacific. Do we actually see that? So South Pacific. Can't see it. Southeast Asia, that's alright, yeah. All of that is good. Northern Asia should be somewhere down here. North American, West Coast, Northern Pacific, Northern Asia. I'm sure I'm just blind, but Northern Marianas, 4 base capabilities, that's good. Here, Northeast Asia, Tsingtao. Air capacity 60, that's pretty good. And Kitao Bay base capability is 60. We're going to improve that a little bit just to be able to send more forces against Japan should we ever need to. And then the South Pacific, there we are. Base capability is 22, which we can't improve. So it's Central Pacific, Hawaii, Pearl Harbor, Midway, and the Marshall Islands. Yeah. Oh well, that's alright. Good. We are still running a surplus, so I'm going to be happy with this. We are building some ships. We're going to finish that design study soon, so that's okay. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to scrap all of these ships over here. The Delaware and New Jersey classes, they are simply these old ships. I'm not comfortable running them close to any battle zone anymore because they only have 1 torpedo protection and they're just fairly expensive to keep up. So yeah, that's going to be alright. That does leave us with 4 battleships. I think that's still somewhat in line. Jesus! I was supposed to say this is still somewhat in line with what the other guys have. But no, it's not. Just look at what Great Britain has over here. 12 battleships. And even though we are falling behind the Soviet Union. So yeah, we'll need to think about a couple of these things. Before we do that though, let's get to location over here and let's take everyone from Southeast Asia and send you guys home. Unless someone over here does something different. No. You're all good. Yeah, you're all supposed to go home. So you guys all are supposed to move to the East Coast and that's going to be alright. Then we're going to take a look at the battleship, the classes over here. Couple of guys in the Central Pacific, you are on foreign station, that's okay. You are not on you are on foreign station, but you only have poor morale. But you know what, I think that's going to be alright. You guys have cramped accommodation, that's okay. The Chicago class, we're going to put you in reserve. You guys are all moving now, that's okay. And you are all on the east coast. You are what? We've got the Flosser class destroyers and the slightly older Barry class destroyers. I think the Barrys we can put into reserve. And the Flossers are our new ships. You're still working up anyway, so that's okay to keep you like that. Then we've got a couple of destroyers on the west coast, including you guys. Right now you're my second best destroyers. So yeah, you know what, let's move you towards the east coast as well. Simply so we've all of them together. Some of them still need to be repaired, but that's okay. Yeah, and these are the... wait a minute, have we got multiple Flossers? No, I think there was just some weirdness in the ordering of things. Okay, and then we've got all of these corvettes. You can all go to... mothballed. There we go. Fine. Good, so that does leave us quite a bit of money actually, and soon we're gonna get some more, but we will need to invest in the light cruisers, so let's see. Gradual damage improvement, that's nice to see. Baffled by problem of bigger destroyers. Okay, and here we go, we've got the Raleigh. Build costs are 1.5 million. I would like to get at least 6 of these guys. It's going to be extremely expensive. We only have money for 2 turns, basically, like this. But in 2 turns we're going to get this one destroyer. And then we've got the battleship that's going to come in 6 months. And I think some of our guys will be cheaper soon. Still, we might dial back a little bit on the research though. Just for the moment. Okay, the ship Canada. So 9 6-inch guns. I think we are slightly bigger. 6 3-inch guns. We certainly have more than those. They do have medium AA guns. We still do not have that. Only 6 torpedo tubes. Fire control, improved director. It's a worse ship than what we've got, basically. Alright, so yeah, money is starting to run very thin. What route are you taking? Are you going sort of this way? Yeah, I think you're coming up by the Mediterranean. That's an interesting route. Okay. Right, what else have we got? We've got these guys on the west coast. You're on reserve anyway. That does leave the light cruisers, the light carriers over here. I think we can put you in reserve. Yes, please. Montana is also coming up. That's okay. You guys all in the Pacific, the San Juan and Colon class. Yeah, that's okay. And then we've got all of these guys on the east coast. You'll at some point need a new paint job. And then we've got all of these destroyers. The Flosser class, you're the best things that we've got. So I want to keep you in the active fleet. And we've got the Hull class. Let's wait a turn so we can all move you. And then more guys on the east coast, but you are on reserve anyway already. Except for these Draytons, I think you can also be reserve. Save at least some money. Right. Next turn. Anti-French rebellion in Madagascar. Nice. Nope, still not. Nope. Nope. New flying boat ready for operations. Yeah, now we are out of money basically, so we will need to take a look here. North American, so okay, you are still coming up towards home. So we'll need to do something about you, but yeah, I think for now we'll have to stop the construction of something. And that's probably, I think I want to get to California as soon as possible, so let's halt the construction on a couple of these light cruisers. Might be okay. Yeah. Some deficit is going to be okay. And we're also going to finish up a couple of these destroyers. The Perkins. Microphotography for armor breakage studies. Gradual improvement for armor. Okay, that's nice. Flexible station keeping enables lucid division formations and reduces enemy accuracy. Nice. Very much appreciate that. There we go. Some money left, so let's resume the construction here. British government fleet tactics. Carrier force. Yep. We need that technology. Let's buy it. We don't have any money, but carriers will operate in a separate force. That's an extremely important thing. And we have 5-inch dual-purpose mounting, so that's also very good. Although I don't think 5-inch guns are very good for dual purpose. And we've got a new fighter in the year 1932. Max speed somewhat higher, cruise speed somewhat higher, range somewhat higher, firepower the same, maneuverability the same. Well, a little bit better. Toughness a little bit better, yes. It's a better aircraft. Right, and we are out of money. We are heavily out of money, so again, halt construction here. That does give us a surplus, so that should be okay. And in 3 months we're going to finish the Colorado class ship, and that should be okay too. Right, so we've got a couple of our ships on the east coast now, and I think we can certainly think about your role here. So let's take a look at these Clevelands. You're the best light cruisers that we've got. We don't really have that many light cruisers anymore. However, we do have the Oakland class over here. 1916 ships. Put you to reserve. And we've got a lot of people on the west coast. You are still active, so you are active, fleet. I think I appreciate that, except for maybe the Montana. We're going to put you in reserve. Basically just trying to save up some money. Then we've got the hull class over here. You guys move towards the east coast. Thank you. The guys who are on the east coast already of the hull class, you're going to put to reserve. Yeah. Because I think the Flosser class is simply much, much better. Yeah, you can see it has twice as many guns. It has the same speed, but better anti-submarine capabilities. So yeah, I think this is a very good ship. Yeah, I think I never had negative funds. Internal people in Mozambique. We should issue an ultimatum. War against the French? You know what, I think it's going to be alright. France is unimpressed and completes Madagascar. Okay, that's somewhat unfortunate, but you know what? Monthly balance is looking extremely fine. Why do we have so much money now? 7 million? Did we sell a ship or something? There is no auto-selling of our ships, is there? Or also halting some construction? Apparently not. Maybe the Colorado wasn't ready. No! Ooh, insufficient forces on foreign station. Well, that's interesting. We have the San Juan, and all of these guys are on foreign station, and all of that has been enough so far. Right, I think we might be out of luck over here this time, though. So yeah, since we've got new stations, that is reducing it somewhat. I think we have to send one of our Chicago classes here too. Although you have cramped accommodations, so you'll not be very good at this. Yeah, we have to take one of our Oaklands here. And that is okay then. Alright. Good. Next turn. French forces. Ooh, Madagascar. Yeah, we do want to give you the better fire control. Has developed an improved model of the flying boat Martin Mars. So that's a very sudden improvement already. Max speed a little bit higher, range a little bit higher. Payload a little bit higher. Yes, definitely. That's nice. Good. Some deficit, but I think in 3 months or 2 months or so we are going to get the Colorado, and that will be fine. British battlecruiser, the Invincible. 9 16-inch guns, 31 knots, 12-inch belt armor, 3-inch deck armor is very light actually, I find, and only improved director. We might have to think about battlecruisers. Rumored to be faster than our fastest medium bomber, okay. Right, so yeah, the issue is we don't really have anything to go into cruiser battles. We have battleships, I think they are very good battleships. We have light cruisers, but we don't have battle cruisers, or we don't have heavy cruisers. And just looking at other nations, especially the British, do have a very high tonnage in main battleships, in the main battle line. They outnumber us, all being said, so that's like 500, we have 200, so more than 2.5 to 1. Yeah, that's an issue. Although we have more carrier tonnage. But I think it warrants building up the carriers as well. We do have light carriers, interestingly. And yeah, a lot of battle cruisers on the British side. Some of them are fairly old, 1916, that's probably not very good. But yeah, just the Indomitable, 6 6-inch guns. 6 6-inch guns wasn't that bad. But this guy here seems a little bit more fearsome. Right, I want to get the our battleships. No. Delayed the development of a new fighter, that's unfortunate. And come on, next turn. Rebellion Falkland continues, Colorado is commissioned. There we go, very nice. Wait a minute, what was that? I read something about 2,000 tons. Okay, the British have. Right, so that does leave us with the Colorado, right? Have you been actually built up to the same standard? Especially with the AA directors. Advanced director? No, you seem to be fine. I didn't think I had built you up towards the latest standard. It's probably just the advanced director. Could put a little bit more AA fire on you, or AA guns, because they've apparently become a little bit smaller. But it's not that crucial that we do want to spend 3.5 million on that. No? Okay, fine. Good. That does leave us with 5 battleships. 5 battleships, 200,000 tons. I think they are pretty good. So now we have some money left. So let's resume the construction on all of these guys. And that puts us into the negative, but soon all of these destroyers are going to finish. And then we're going to build up the Raleigh classes. In between episodes I'm probably going to rename all of these guys to start with an R. So that we have something going on there. You can be mothballed. Perkins, Flosser class, yeah, you're fine. How about you? North American East Coast Hull class. Why are you active? Probably you were damaged or something. Same here, reserve fleet. Just trying to eke out some money while these tensions are increasing, so that we don't have the overall trouble. You guys will probably need at some point an AA director. But no other big change, I think. Okay, so that's gonna be alright. So yeah, I'm gonna rename these guys. And yeah, then I think... Ooh. West Coast. Drayton. Probably we'll have to, as the Flosser classes do come in, I think I want to purge a couple of these older destroyer classes so that we don't have too many different classes at the same time sitting around. And especially these guys, I mean, they are from 1911, they do have very few torpedo tubes, a couple of mines, only direct to fire. I think they'll be something to disband fairly soon. They also have cramped accommodation, so that really lowers their flexibility, and I think, yeah, you know what, let's grab them now. Where does that leave us in terms of tonnage on light ships, actually? So just as a comparison, yeah, we have still way more destroyers than any of our potential enemies, and more light cruiser tonnage, especially building. Yeah, so we don't really need to be too concerned against that. I think what we'll be looking at next is to get either a battle cruiser or a heavy cruiser. Germany still enjoys a lot of heavy cruisers. What are these guys? The Hertha class I think we've seen a couple of times, but the Rune class, I don't think we've seen that. 12 8-inch guns. Really particular design over here. Only 4-inch armor though. Yeah, but if we do get into war against them, we'll be a little bit helpless because we cannot really be standing against these heavy cruisers. Also look at these guys. 43,000 tons. Yeah, we do need to find an answer against a cruiser battle, so yeah, I think a battle cruiser design will be in the cards next time. For now, thank you very much for watching. Do leave a like and all of that if you want, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.